wanted to keep this coop as lightweight as possible while still using the materials that I already had on hand. This project is almost completely made from an old fence that was torn out. I first started by ripping some 2x4s in half. After cutting the now 2x2s to length, I started constructing the walls. Once the walls were assembled, it was now time to start putting the main structure together. I used clamps to hold the walls together so I could nail them together more easily. Next, it was on to the nesting box. I started with the frame of the box and attached that to the actual structure. Then I added two supports in the middle, both on the bottom and on the top. With the main structure now complete, I could start adding the siding, that is the slats from the old fence. After finishing adding the siding to the back and two sides including the nesting box, I moved to the inside of the nesting box. I started by adding a little ledge for the chickens to jump up to, and then moved to putting in a divider to separate the two boxes. Moving to the front of the coop, I started by framing in the door. Before completing the siding on the front of the coop, I wanted to make sure I added a couple of perches on the inside of the coop. You will notice at this point that in order for the coop to drain water from the roof, I added a 4x2 that I had cut diagonally on both sides to create the pitch. I used a similar method on the nesting boxes as well, but used a diagonally cut 2x4 instead. I assembled the nesting box lid by attaching two slats together and hinged it onto the coop. Next, I attached a piece of wood to the inside front of the nesting boxes to keep the eggs from rolling out and to keep the pine shavings in. After completing the siding on the front of the coop, it was on to the roof, which was done with tar paper and shingles.